Hi friends, this is Denario Research and welcome to the part number 4 of cryptocurrency trading bot tutorial. In the previous video we have prepared our datasets for the backtesting, and today we start the actual bot building. In general, trading bot architecture has three major components: message broker, the event loop, and database. Event loop actually is the most important one. Its layers or subcomponents interact with each other and with external environment like a database or exchange through the message broker. And all data about trades and information about decisions are being stored in the database for further analysis and bot optimization. Because I want to keep my tutorial as much simple as it's possible, I will skip implementation of the message broker and database, and will simplify event loop to make interactions between external environment and event loop subcomponents without message broker. So now let's look at event loop in more details. Market data receiver component is responsible for interactions between bot and the exchange and pulling data from the exchange. This data may be order book, trading history, or ticker information like in our case. Later, market data receiver transforms this data for the analyzer. We'll start with our prepared datasets and we'll pull market data directly from there. But when we move to the live data, we have two options how to interact with the exchange: WebSockets and HTTP GET requests. We will experiment with both and will figure out what is better. Data analyzer component is responsible for the trading opportunities search. It receives data from the market data receiver and implements technical indicator like simple moving average or exponential moving average in our case. Then it compares pair closing price with moving average value, and if price closes above its moving average value, data analyzer signals to go long, and if price closes below moving average value, analyzer signals to go short. The major goal of this component is to increase our odds in winning trade picking. If data analyzer signals to go short or go long, position manager must decide which amount of your funds allocate to this specific trade. And this component is the most important and the most difficult to implement, at least for myself. Successful position manager implementation requires good skills in probability theory and statistics. Unfortunately, many novice traders frequently neglect this component and focus only on the data analyzer. But as I said, the only goal of data analyzer is to increase your winning odds. They may be 60 or in some cases even 70%, but you still have to deal with some amount of losing trades. And only successful implementation of the position manager can help you to grow your account in the long run. When the position size is defined, risk manager must tell us what to do when price will go in the opposite direction. We will use stop losses, and the goal of the risk manager component is to calculate stop loss price, where we must close our short or long position and fix losses. Keeping in mind, of course, that we cannot risk more than 2% of our funds in any trade. And finally, when the position size, stop loss price and entry price are calculated, trade executor sends request to the exchange to place the order. Depending actually on your position size, trade executor may split your position into multiple chunks and place several small orders instead of big one. This is called iceberg strategy. Your orders may be market orders or limit orders. In case of limit orders, trade executor must periodically check order book for order fulfillment and cancel or move this order if needed, of course. Today we start with first two components of the event loop: implementation of market data receiver and data analyzer. And in this video we have two simple tasks. First one is to read our market data from the datasets that we prepared in a previous video and use this data to calculate simple or exponential moving average for each pair. Firstly, we need to create a project structure. So let's create a directory for it and call it Blade Runner. Let's go inside this directory and create several files here. The first file we'll call app.js. This file will initialize all components of our trading bot. Also, we need a file that is called package.json. This is service-like file that contains information about dependencies or libraries that we'll use in our project, Node.js engine version, and some other information. And the third file we'll call manager.js. It's actual place where we'll implement components of our event loop. So we have three files here, and let's copy our datasets also in this directory. Let's copy -r datasets here. Okay, we have a folder with the datasets and three files. Let's check datasets folder. Okay, yes, we have all datasets that we prepared in the previous video. Good, it's time to make some code. I have prepared a structure of package.json file. Like I said before, it contains service information for project building and deployment. It contains information about project name, like Blade Runner, current version, start script. Actually, this script will launch app.js file, and dependency section, but it is currently empty and will be filled when we'll add some external libraries to our project. Initially, manager.js looks like this. It has only constructor and one function, runBot, that will actually start our bot. So in this video and in the upcoming videos, we'll add more and more code to this manager.js file. App.js will actually create an object type of manager and will run the function runBot. So let's try to do that. Node app.js. If that's good, we have no errors, so we can start to put some extra code into manager.js to read our datasets and calculate moving averages. I have prepared an array of our pairs that we'll work with: Dash, Ethereum, and Monero, and empty JSON object where all information about these pairs, like moving average value and some other information, will be available. So let's initialize this object. We'll do that in constructor. So let's open loop, pair of pairs array. Okay, here we'll put information about our pairs. So At least we need to keep our moving average value. These values will be stored in an array, so let's add some array at the beginning. So later we'll add some extra information, but as of now let's keep only one moving average array. Market data from the dataset files will be stored in another JSON object, so we'll initialize it in runBot function and let's call it market data. Let's keep it empty as of now. And in order to get access to the datasets, we need to have access to the file system. So let's add another require function, require fs. Okay, we are ready to read datasets. Let's loop through pairs array. And assign each market data pair the result of the following function. First of all, fs read file sync will read dataset file that is located in the following directory, and json.parse will parse this array. We need to make sure that all dataset arrays are the same in size, so let's print their sizes in the console. Okay, let's do this inside the loop. Where and data. Okay, hit save and let's execute Node.js. Okay, as you see, we have 100,000 elements in each array. That is good. So we are ready actually to calculate moving averages. In order to calculate moving averages, simple and exponential, and some other technical indicators, we will use technical indicators library. Let's install it by copying this row into terminal console. Technical indicators library is installed and we can start calculating moving averages. From the technical indicators library, I have imported function for simple moving average calculation. You can do the same for EMA by replacing SMA by EMA, and you can calculate exponential moving average. And also I have created a constant value for the moving average periods, so currently it equals to 20. And now let us replace this empty array by simple moving average object. So let's call it new SMA, and as parameters we need to provide another JSON object that has key period that equals to MA periods and key values that would be currently empty. In order to calculate simple or exponential moving average, we need to get a closing price of each candle inside market data JSON object for each pair. So let's loop through market data to pull close value for pair in market data. and now we need to look through each pair to get a candle. Candle of market data. So this loop will get us a candle array. Let's print it to make sure that we are doing correctly. And candle. Hit save and let's run the code. Well, as you see, we have the following information. So the pair name is provided correctly, a Unix timestamp in milliseconds, open price, close price that we need, high price, low, and the volume. So from each candle we need to pull only close price to calculate moving average, and this close price has index 2 in a candle array. Now we can create a function for moving average calculation. Let's call this function calculate moving average, and as function argument we'll provide a close price candle with index 2. I forgot to add one very important argument here, pair name. Also we need to add a moving average value to the pairs object. Let's call it MA value, and initial value will be 0. Now we are ready to describe our calculate MA function. Pair and close price. We will assign to this parameter value the value we'll get from the moving average calculate. We'll do it in the following way. Pairs pair main value equals to pairs pair MA next value, and as the next value argument we'll put close price. This is it. Now we can print moving average value for each pair to make sure that we have done everything right. Console log, print pair name, and moving average value. Also we do not need this anymore, so we can remove this row. Hit save and let's run the code. Well, as you see, it works. Well, today we have finished implementation of the market data receiver and have implemented one function, calculation of moving average, from the data analyzer. So we can move these two tasks into the Done tab. Of course, the code I have written is horrible, and if you have ideas how can we optimize it or improve it, I'll highly appreciate if you share it in the comments to these videos. In the next video we'll continue implementation of the data analyzer layer and probably will try some test trades. Thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want more videos, and leave your questions in the comment section below. Bye!